to my channel. So today's a very different video because I haven't sat down and spoke to you guys in a long time because I've kind of been in Australia. So it's kind of been like a lot of vlogs of what I've been getting up to, whereas I thought it's about time I do a sit down video and actually speak to you guys and tell you something. So yeah, let's get to it. So as you guys can probably already guess by the title, this is a story time. Wow, this is gonna get interesting. Probably not, you probably don't even care, but yeah, I just thought I'm gonna sit here and talk to you guys about my last day in Cairns the other weekend. Dearie me, that last day was just so eventful. I was really hungover from my last night out because obviously I'd met some really cool friends there, so I went out and got drunk, and I had to be checked out of the hotel by 10. Now I had the big rucksack on me and I needed to check out, so I was like, right, I need to pack because there was nothing in my rucksack. Everything was out on my bed and I needed to repack everything and into this rucksack. So I was packing everything. I woke up at about 9, half 9, and I was like, oh my god, I have half an hour, I need to pack, brush my teeth, you know, do all the essentials and get out, be downstairs and hand my key in and get my deposit back. Actually, I didn't manage to fit everything in my rucksack. I had a towel and some swim shorts, I had a pair of shoes and a t-shirt, and I couldn't fit it in my rucksack. I don't know how I managed to fit it in on the way here, but it just wouldn't fit on the way there. And it was probably the way I packed it, it probably didn't help, but I was in such a rush, I just didn't have time. So I was walking around with a rucksack and a big pile of my clothes and a pair of my shoes. So I luckily managed to get downstairs. I think it was about 10:05, so it wasn't a big deal. I handed my key in and got my deposit and off I was. So I was in Cairns then for pretty much a whole day because my flight wasn't until 3, so I didn't have to be at the airport till about 1, so I had kind of like a big chunk of the morning, a couple of hours to kill before I had to be at the airport. So I thought, well, I'll wander around and look in some shops and things. So I went for a walk with my massive rucksack, which was really heavy, and a big bag of clothes, like a pile of clothes in my hand. So I was like, right, I need to buy something so this could like attach to the back of my bag. So I went to a shop and I bought this little cheap bag that I kind of threw all my clothes in, tied up, stuck to the bag and then wrapped it around. And I also had a coat and jumper because it was hot, and I took it just in case it got chilly at the night time or something. So that was kind of wrapped around my bag as well. So this bag was like absolutely humongous and it was so heavy. It was like hurting the inside of my shoulders and it just was really uncomfortable. And you've got to remember, I was really hungover at this point and I was just fed up and annoyed. So anyway, I did some shopping, walked around, had a little look, bought some souvenirs again, that then ended up with another bag which I had to tie onto the side of the thing, so that just added onto some more weight. So yeah, then I finished my shopping and then I was like, right, okay, it's kind of time that I need to kind of go back to the hotel and ask them to like book me a shuttle, because online it said they do free shuttles. Now, I was hungover and tired, got to the hotel, asked them to book me a free shuttle, and they said it was going to charge 15 euros? I'm not in Europe, I'm in Australia. $15. So I was like, okay, that's fine, let me go to the bank and let me get some money out. So I went to the bank, put my card in, and I'd only just gone and blew all my money that week on them 4 days, getting drunk at night, eating lots of food, going and doing some cool things, and I'd spent all my money. So I was like, I have no money for a taxi to get to the airport, I have no money for a shuttle to the airport, what am I gonna do? So I tried to play it really cool when I went back to the woman and was like, oh, okay, just give me about 20 minutes and I'll come back and pay for the taxi and then I'll book it because I just want to go and get some things and sort some bits out, which was a complete lie. I just didn't want to tell her that I was completely broke. So anyway, I walked out the hotel and I kind of sat on a curb for about 10 minutes, hungover, depressed, didn't know what to do. I was like, how can this day get any worse? And I realized it didn't take very long in a taxi to get to the place. So I thought, well, maybe I could walk it. So I opened up my maps, got the directions, screenshot them, and off I went. Now, this walk took me about 2 hours and 10 minutes, and oh my god, it was awful. It was about 32 degrees. I was sweating completely. I had one tiny bit of water left that I was like rationing because I thought if I die, I don't want to die on the way to the airport. So I was walking down the roads, and this road isn't like a main road where you think it's like a street with shops and stuff. It was literally like a deserted road. It was a two-laned road, and it was just there, and there was a couple of trees, and the rest was just like desert, like just nothing. There was nothing. There's mountains in the distance, and I couldn't see any houses or anything. And I just thought, I could die. I'm gonna die out here in Australia, in Cairns, alone because I blew my money. So I got to the airport, thank God, and I sat down, and I must have fell asleep for about 20 minutes because I was just so exhausted and tired and stuff. And I hadn't even like got through the security or anything in the hotel. This was like outside at the check-in at the check-in desks, and I just kind of like sat on a bench and just had a little quick 25-minute nap because I was tired and thirsty and just dying. On my phone, checked in on my phone, then it sent me my boarding pass, so I screenshot it so it was on my phone, so all was good. Then I was worried, thinking, wait, do I need an actual boarding pass? Because how was that going to work if it's just on my phone? So I went up to a lady and asked her if it would work, and she said, yeah, it'll work, it should be all right, I think that's right. And I was thinking, you don't really sound too sure, but I'm just going to take that answer anyway because I want to get into the airport because I don't want to stay out here any longer. So anyway, I get to security, I put my bag on the thing, and mind you, this bag is absolutely huge, and when I mean huge, I mean this is probably the biggest bag of stuff I've had to carry around with me ever. It was probably the size of my upper body. It was just really big. So I put it on the thing because I wasn't checking it in because it was a piece of hand luggage. And the woman was looking at me like, and she said to me, are you going to take that on the plane? And I was like, yeah, why, is there a problem? And she said, it might be a bit too big. And I thought, please do not tell me I cannot take this on the plane because I have no money to pay for me to have a checked bag. I just got all my stuff in that I need for on the plane, and there's no way of me paying to put it underneath in the storage compartment. So this bag has got to come on the plane. So I tried to play it cool. I was like, oh, okay, well, we'll try it. We'll see if it fits. And if not, then I'll have to put it down. That was not an option. It was not going down at all. I get through, the bag goes through, and then I walk through and I start beeping. And I'm like, I emptied everything. And then I realized I had my phone, my camera, my wallet, my jewelry, and all my money, my keys, everything was still in my pockets because I was so stressed about the woman asking me if the bag is gonna fit that I forgot to empty everything. So they sent me back through, I emptied everything out, I double checked, I triple checked, I quadruplet checked, if that's the right word, quadruplet. And I was clear, I could go through. So I walked through, and then the woman was like, do you have a laptop in the bag? After it had gone through twice, and I was like, yeah, there's a laptop. And she went, yeah, that needs to come out. And I thought, my bag is tied together with string. Okay, it can't, if I undo it, it means having to spend another 20 minutes on trying to repack it, retie it, refit everything, and it just wasn't going to plan. So I had to take my laptop out and the GoPro bag that I took with me and put that in a separate box. Mind you, I'd held up a queue of about 30 people, and I was hungover, tired, hungry, thirsty, all of this, and I just wasn't having the great time. So I put my stuff through, everything was fine. So I had to stand at the other end for about 20 minutes, repacking my bag, re-putting things in bags, tying everything together with string. Finally, I was through, I was in the airport. Oh, but I wasn't. The woman then stopped me and said, this is just a random check, but I need to swab you for explosives.
Say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand. They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Excuse me, for purposes of security, I need to swab you and your bag for explosives. I've just been through a metal detector. What explosives will I have? What is this stick with a piece of material on the end gonna detect a bomb? So it shows up on the screen where my gate is. Then it says delayed. So I thought, okay, well, I'll go and stand at my gate and everything will be good. You know, I'll wait for 10, 15, 20 minutes and then I can get on the plane. Oh, but wait. They then said the delay's gonna be an hour. Okay, an hour. I can deal with an extra hour in the airport. I couldn't. I was on the phone to my friend Hannah. I was messaging everybody. I'm delayed, I'm tired, I'm hungry, I want to go home. Like, I just wasn't having the best trip. But anyway, an hour flew by and I thought, okay, it should be time for it to come up, but it still showed delay and it didn't even say how long it has delayed for. So I was trying to find someone in the airport. This airport in Cairns, the domestic airport, is awful. There is shops, there is food restaurants, there is everything, but there's no information desk where you can ask someone about your flight. There is no one that works with the airline companies at all in sight unless they're going to be at your check-in desk, which mine was delayed and they weren't there. How was I supposed to ask what the hell was going on? I saw so many people walking around that were on my flight because I could hear them talking from my gate, trying to work out where they can go to ask what was going on because we had no clue. Anyway, 15 minutes to 20 minutes flew by and there was another announcement saying the flight had been delayed for further notice. Okay, what's that? 5-10 minutes or days or hours? So anyway, it come to my flight was about to take off about 3:30 and it got to about 5 and it was still delayed. And it then said, delaying until 8 o'clock. 8 bloody o'clock. No, I can't be dealing with this. I was in that airport for 7 hours. It's a small plane with about 30 seats in it. But it was the ugliest plane I've ever seen. We got on the plane, the seats were like sitting on cardboard, they had no material, they were dirty, there was no leg space, my legs were literally like crumpled, it hurt to sit there because of my leg space, it was just ridiculous. This person next to me was fidgeting, moving, it was uncomfortable and it just wasn't great. The person behind me was kicking the back of my chair, which wasn't good because the seats were so thin. The seats were so thin that I could feel the shape of his foot, what shoe he had on, pressing against my back. I just wasn't enjoying this flight. We took off, it was cold, I was uncomfortable, the people behind me were coughing and sneezing, it was coming through my seats and I was hungover and tired and I just wasn't enjoying my time. That was my story time, and Tiger Air, you need to sort yourself out. You need to sort out the planes were awful. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you the reason we were delayed. Oh my God. So we got on the plane and just as we were at the runway about to take off, the pilot made an announcement. Oh, interesting. Why were we delayed? I want to know. So we were all sat there in silence waiting for this pilot to tell us the reason we were delayed. He comes on the speaker system and says, "Hello everyone, sorry for the delay. The reason we were delayed is because we had engine failure." That's right guys, you heard me right. Engine failure. We'd all just boarded a plane, sat there, waited for us to move where we had no option of getting off, for them to tell us there was an engine failure. But it's all right. We think we've fixed the problem. We should be all right to get to Brisbane. That's what the pilot said. That is what the pilot said with about 50 people on board saying, yeah, we've just had an engine failure. We think we've fixed it. We'll fly to Brisbane. We'll give it a go and we'll see if we get there or not. If not, thanks for flying with Tiger Airways. No, I am going to end this video here and I have got a bit of an announcement to make. Not that any of you will care, but I'm going to do it just because it's a nice thing. My brother is running a fundraising app. No, he's not. My brother is running in a colour run and he's trying to fundraise money for his school because the school has no air conditioning and they're in Australia and it gets hot, so I know the stress. So they're trying to raise some money so they can put some air conditioning in rather than just asking for money. They're going to do it in a charitable way, which is great. So he is running in a charity run on the 21st of August. And he is trying to raise some money. No, I don't think it is the 21st. Maybe it's the 31st. Anyway, he's running a charity run and he's trying to raise some money. So I've put the link to his page down in the description. So if you want to go and kindly donate, just even a couple of pounds, that would be great. And it goes to a good cause. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up down below. Don't forget to go and don't forget to go and follow me on all my social media apps. And yeah, I'm going to try and do a bit more of these sit-down videos and do a bit more like this with you recently, because I haven't done it and I miss doing these kind of like fun talking videos or challenges or things like that. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you get notified when I put my next video up, which will be coming very soon, and I'm very excited to do that one. I'm not too sure what it's going to be, but I'm excited. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and see you later.
Don't come find me.